Tsar Bomb Bach Lat.
Hey.
Bombo Clark. So, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing alright. What about you? I haven't talked to you in like fucking ages.
I'm good. Oh,
Damn, 1 cent.
you want to ask anything, Tsar? Did you come in here to chill?
I mean, I don't really know, like I'm getting told loads of shit from like different people and that. So I just kind of I don't know, like clearing up on that, I guess.
Okay, hold on. The one thing that I want to ask you personally is this. Hold on, let me save this. Or here, hold on. Where did you get this from? Who did you screenshot this from? Because this was interesting.
Oh, fucking I DM'd Pizza asking about if he does botnetting and shit.
Okay, that's why that didn't make sense. Okay. Here, hold on. Let me show the picture. Here. Apparently you said that this is from Pizza Czar? Like you texted him about it and this is what he sent?
Yeah.
just read that and no mic.
Okay, Yerps. He's muted. Do you want me to read it?
I mean, if you want to. I was gonna say, like, out loud, I was just asking Cass to just read it,
Okay.
Because, like, this is the thing, like, botnetting isn't something that telemarketers use. Because it's illegal. And botnetting, if you just look up even botnet, it says putting malicious software into a bunch of computers that is controlled by one singular computer. Botnetting can be legal. Botnetting, mind you guys, botnetting can be legal only if that one person has permission from that person that's using that computer. If they have permission from other computers, then they can't. But other than that, it's illegal.
So that's
And then IP grabbing, it's like every website owner, yeah, that's true. IP grabbing isn't illegal unless you're using it for criminal activity, which is something that is being done now.
what
I'm not talking to you, Tsar. I'm not talking down to you. I'm talking to everyone in the thing to get a grasp on this.
No, yeah, I understand. It's I'm still out of the loop in a lot of shit. Like I don't really Pete hasn't told me much. But he never said anything he was doing was illegal.
Here, hold on, Cass.
I'll talk about this in a minute. We're just resetting my Wi-Fi because we're getting the ISP techies to fix a bunch of shit and stuff to my
okay,
network.
well, wait, Cass. If you can just read, because apparently from Tsar, this is a DM that he got when Tsar asked Pizza about this stuff, and this is what he sent in response in no mic, the screenshot.
Okay, well, he says first off, a botnet's not illegal. Yes, it is. You can literally look it up on Google to say if it's a federal crime. Flat out tells you. Sorry.
Yeah, I even can say my coworker, like you said, it is not something you should ever make, because it's gonna fuck you up royally if you get found out that you made it.
All right, so let me put it like this, Tsar. The reason we know it's illegal is a couple of things. One, you look it up on Google, it straight up tells you it is a federal crime. No cap, no joke. No, it doesn't say, oh, no, it says no. It's illegal. Don't ever touch it. Don't ever deploy it. Don't ever talk about it doing that. They made that very clear. Also, we got Cryptid, Emily, Son of Psyops, Mothman, and a bunch of other people in the server who are tech nerds, most of which are in the industry, that can tell you, yes, it's illegal. We have several layers of proof on this.
I asked Pizza. He said it was legal what he was doing. I didn't think.
I've already had talks with the police. They said the complete opposite.
Yeah, Pizza's is literally fucking himself over because he's talking about it in public areas. The minute if someone records his voice and he deploys this botnet, he is royally fucked.
Yeah. Like, this is like botnetting can, if it's used in a certain way, it can literally be classified as domestic terrorism. Because it's a thing where one person on a computer can deploy a botnet and a whole bunch of other computers will be affected and start doing random shit at the fucking control of one computer.
Yes.
That's incredibly dangerous, and especially if it's used on government officials, that's even worse.
I do have to say, for that response, it said if botnets were illegal, every telemarketer would be, in committing
Arrested.
a crime. The thing is, telemarketers aren't doing that.
Yeah,
They're
botnets.
using, numbers that they can get access to or emails or what have you. They're not using other people's computers to send out messages.
Yeah, and again, like the thing that Pizza is saying, like that's not even how a botnet is used. It's not like in any definition that you can try to look up, it always says that botnets are used for malicious purposes. No telemarketer is using a fucking botnet. People would know. Their computer would start doing shit that they're not even doing.
Most of these telemarketers are just trying to scam you for shit, and scamming you for shit is not illegal because you're making a transaction with them.
Yeah, and you're making a choice. No one's putting a gun to your head and telling you to get scammed. No, you're doing it on your own volition. You're just too stupid and ignorant to figure out that you're being scammed. That's the thing. That's the ignorance part, and that's how they get away with it.
So hold on, guys. Hold on. I'll reiterate this later when I get on my computer in a minute. But essentially, the problem with my thing with Pizza is the description of what he's using this botnet for, which is not a botnet and how it works. So let me put it in no uncertain terms what he's actually saying, especially when he threatened this to SETI months ago. So a botnet is designed around DDoS attacks and, of course, crypto mining shit when it comes down to infecting people's computers. What Pizza has been describing is a classic phishing attack, social engineering attack.
Yeah,
not only is that also highly illegal, it also is conflicting on his answers as what a botnet's for.
Did Pizza ever specify what he was planning on using the botnet for, like to get information, like private information from people? Because I would think that that's what someone would use a botnet for if they were hacking it.
I've talked to people who heard it from Pizza's mouth in Vlad's server. The first several times it's been mentioned, it got to a point where people were freaking out about it because they kept hearing it from VCs in Vlad's server. So essentially, what he's trying to say was he was going to make this botnet on Simba in the Furry Valley, and that he wants to use some token system or whatever and like get into people's accounts and get all their credentials and all their personal conversations and intimate moments, and basically it's basically a phishing attack.
Yeah, to get personal stuff.
The new video that just came out, he actually in the call, you can verify this, claimed that he was going to use that same action to spread Cassis docs around.
Which is strangely different from his initial plan about going after Simba, which is weird. But yes.
Shit, if you make a botnet, you don't get to use it on just one person. You can use it on many people.
That's the point of his attack, though, is that essentially what he wants to do, and this is what I assume it is, it might be like some kind of thing where he's probably doing other illegal shit, and then he's going to use this botnet to probably spam shit or something. I don't fucking know. It sounds very cartoonish to me because I keep talking to people about this. I keep looking it up at one point, and the answer as to whether or not it's legitimate keeps becoming more uncertain because it just sounds like ranting to me. it's hard for me to take it seriously. I don't know.
Yeah,
It
that's
what it is.
Yeah, that's why when I talked to Tsar about this, I was saying like possible illegal activity because he kept. I don't want to outright say that he's doing illegal stuff because he's talking about doing illegal stuff. He just hasn't done anything yet, so it's like can't really say that. So possibly illegal.
So what you're saying is like you think he is gonna do illegal shit. You like think he is, or you think he could.
Well, he's made it pretty
He's
clear.
talking about it and he's teasing it like he's going to.
No. He's not teasing it. He's straight up making it clear he's going to, no matter what Vlad has to say. It's literally in the call.
Well, there you go.
And his whole justification shit is not gonna look good, because even if he brought to the court saying, yeah, I did it because of this, this, and this, he doesn't have proof for that, and that. And even so, the stuff he's trying to like say is very, one, it's gay. Two, Takahashi is not being threatened at all by Cass. Cass, I can verify because I've been in here multiple times. Cass just wants to be left the fuck alone.
I haven't even heard anyone bring up this guy's name until like that call.
Oh, no.
I only just remembered who he was from before the Fox Mafia, before the live video.
Literally my whole condition was that leave me alone. I have no reason to care about this drama unless you start doxing me. And guess what happened? I'm getting doxed. So
I mean, from what I saw, what I remember, wasn't it? Didn't Kisuke get mad at like the fact that some shit happened on Twitter with like Iris or some shit? I can't really remember, to be honest, but it was something like that.
Let me explain this. That group chat was literally the exported chat about the conversations I've had with Vlad about the Coyote Lovely stuff. And it was repurposed as just a shitposting meme sector because Grimskull wanted deets about what was in there. So unlike a bunch of these faggots that had poorly or either conveniently leaving out certain conversations, which they did, and claimed that it was full exports, I sent people into those actual groups to prove it. That, this is the actual chat. Here you go.
What you said?
And
you said. Sorry, carry on.
And after that, it was turned into just a shitpost meme place where someone was asking questions about Iris, and the most I did was look up a Google definition of the word age regression. And there was a few jokes about it. Yes, but no one came after Iris's family. No one hinted about that. No one cared. We don't care about Iris at all.
Honestly, I just see Iris as kind of a fucking spurg. Even when they were here, it just felt like, oh, they're just talking rafts of shit. Okay,
Now,
move on.
I will make it very clear, though, some weird shit was happening because Bravo has a bunch of third-party friends that saw what Iris was saying, and then out of nowhere, not even like an hour after, people found shit on Iris's FA, and I didn't get to see it until much later because I was busy with work.
I heard talk about the FA, but I didn't like actually look at it, to be honest. But I honestly don't know much about that, to be honest with you.
Another for affinity that you should check out is pizzas.
Well, okay, hold on real quick. The most I can remember off the top of my head was that like there was lots and lots of porn. Like that's what I was told. Like the first people went through like the first one or two pages and they found like some stuff that Iris followed that had ties to Cub and Feral shit. But that was like about it.
Oh, Tsar, while you're here, so those screenshots that were going around with pizza, and the one that you pointed out, artist post. So apparently those screenshots have been going around without context. It was someone that followed a bunch of Cubs that Pizza followed, it wasn't directly Pizza himself. So
Yeah, Vicious.
it wasn't that it was lied about, it was that the context was missing.
But there's
I'm sorry.
I just wanted to say, because I'm the one who compiled a lot of the screenshots of people he actually is following. There was the ones of like specifically like the feral and incest shit. That's ones he's following.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you also have to remember.
Neo was the one who handled the clopping stuff.
Ew.
Yeah. Also, I just want to bring it up real quick. A lot of the stuff that's being posted is coming from third parties that fucking hate furries with a passion and do not care about what arguments you make. As soon as they see that stuff on accounts at all, they're going to attack. I've been making this very clear. There's a reason why I've been trying to stay away from this shit. A lot of reasons, including that. I've been making it pretty clear, vaguely, in my own server, that shit's gonna go nasty because it's well beyond us now. There's lots of weird, interesting groups that really, really hate furries with a passion and are just chomping on the bit to find people's stuff. There's a reason why I've been trying to stay the fuck away from this shit, because it's going to get nasty. And guess what? Pizza did the one thing you probably shouldn't be doing. So have fun with that.
No, it makes sense because I think you said something similar in Vicious's server last time we VC'd. You said some people might be trying to like put fake shit in there to like discredit, if I remember right.
Yeah, it was basically people trying to take out context about what was found on the FA to just kind of justify trying to defend somebody. Oh, I heard a lot of defense was, oh, well, Pizza followed that years ago, so it's okay. And I'm just like, that could be said about everyone, including Frisky, that's been called out. So what's the point of this whole thing?
It's just wasn't it it was the screenshots that you sent me of that one account. It was, what was that account called? It's called like Puss or something like that.
Yeah, that was it. You were given that without context.
Yeah.
That was not meant to be portrayed as if it was from Pizza's follow list. That was a follow of a follow.
Yeah, but
If
the thing is, though,
it was
if
up
I
to
can
me,
talk,
I wouldn't have even
if I
included
can,
that.
Okay. Well, what I was gonna say.
Funky was trying to talk.
Okay, carry on, please. Sorry.
Oh no, I was just saying if it was up to me, I wouldn't have included those specific ones, like ones of someone he's following's favorites. I think that's just a bit. That's too. I know that's sorta within the bounds of the standard set here, but it's still kind of out there. I would have just stuck with the ones I compiled.
It's just, if I remember right, Cass sent me those when I asked for proof. Like, I swear you did that in Vicious's server.
What I sent was also largely the ones that I was sent, which was not just the Clop, primarily the feral ones, which he did follow an account that directly makes that stuff.
So
Incest and clop. That's.
I'm pretty sure I asked this in the last VC. I think I did anyway. I can't remember. But so the accounts that he's following that makes like that kind of shit. So is that like the only thing they do, or is that just like one of the things that they do on the account? Do you know what?
They make a lot of it.
Did I word that right?
They make a lot. That's all I can recall. Is just you can check the gallery from that account, and it's just there.
Oh.
Lots of it. It may not be like, I don't know if it's like solely dedicated, but when I was told about Iris's stuff, some of the feral accounts that they followed, one of which actually flat out says it is feral and they don't care. That they specifically like to make that stuff.
Well, I didn't see that post. Shut up. You follow them.
It's like Kane Thane or something like that. If you check their profile, they have a journal front facing that has a full on feral section, and it's like obvious as shit.
Ugh. I hate it when people project.
Oh, what? And he follows that account.
Oh yeah, the name of that specific account is Feral Faucet.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Like that.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know about that.
This is speaking about the stuff we found on Iris.
Oh,
That's the things they don't want like people to know about because I shouldn't say unfortunately, it destroys all of their narratives against Cass when it's like showing, hey, they're the they're the sickos that they are projecting on.
Like,
By the way, hold on.
say-
I should say just before, if you hear meowing and a lot of it, I'll probably mute myself. But there's a cat on the counter. Yeah, I hear
Alright.
you.
So
She's a little shithead.
before you guys go off tangents, I just want to make it clear that a good vast majority of this shit I was not involved in whatsoever. My only involvement on the pizza stuff was talking to Moffin about it because he was like bored and wanted to like look into stuff, and he brought up the FA, and I was there on VC to see what was up because I don't have an FA account and I'm not going to start making one, period. And so other people went through the process of looking for that stuff and not sure if they had it, and we just saw a bunch of shit on, Pizza's old account. Iris's stuff was shit brought up by like literally entirely different people who contacted me about it and then sent me stuff about this shit. So as far as I'm concerned, like, I'm not directly involved in any form of gay ops at all. I am literally just a party they send information to because the concerning things they find pertains to, hey, these are what these guys are slandering your friends about, right? Well, we found this shit. It's kind of funny, isn't it?
Here's a little bit of a break. There's a cat drinking out of a faucet.
For the record, I do want to say that personally, I don't care about the checking people's follows. Personally, I don't see that as like strong evidence.
Oh,
but as long as we're going by their standard, we may as well use it on them.
Yes, that is exactly why I went through with it. I don't care either. I think it's a stupid thing to condemn people for.
I'm going to say this. My FA, I'm following over 2,700 people. Do you think I know?
No reasonable person would be able to keep track.
You know, on my shit, my porn will never, ever be leaked. You know why? Because for one, I look up porn on my iPhone, and two, I don't have a Pornhub account, so you can't see what I like and what I dislike. It's simple. Just go on fucking Pornhub. You can find furry porn on there too.
So,
oh my
very
god.
Quick. Sorry, because we're kind of going subject to subject. I can't keep up. It's just like a lot of new shit. But so you're not mad at Pizza for the FA. You're just doing it to like prove a point. Is that, or am I way off?
Mostly just pointing out a hypocrisy.
Exactly right.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah.
The point is to point out the hypocrisy that if we're going to call someone a zoo or a pedo over people they're following based on a few pieces of art someone made that you're following, then it can very easily crumble apart for literally everyone. It's so effortless to apply it to other people that it's a shit argument to make.
I want to say, like, all right. So this whole thing started because SETI got called out as a zoophile because he's following someone that has a lot of feral art. He's following someone that has a lot of feral art that if you're someone that barely uses the site and only uses it in City for Work, you could never see. In fact, that page itself, when you have the Safe for Work filter on, looks fucking fine. It looks like kind of decent art. And then that is what Pizza used against SETI, and now this is our retaliation using that exact same logic to beat the fuck out of him.
Simply applying the same standards.
Yeah. That's what Cass has been doing.
Just to point out an inconsistency and a hypocrisy.
Okay, so like, so the thing you're mad at Pizza for is the illegal shit. Not the FA doesn't. The FA is just to point out like hypocrisy, but you're actually mad at like all the illegal shit that he's like.
Yeah, well, I just want to clarify real quick.
Appropriately so.
Okay, so hold on. So literally, I do not care about any of this gay baby drama I only care about the fact that my family got harassed, that I'm getting doxxed, and then on top of it, there were spoofing attacks directed at my family's phone number, including their businesses, by the way.
So who knows that information though? Like a lot of people, or is it like it has to be Pizza? Like it's just him.
As I was told, basically Pizza has my docs and so does Takashi. And apparently from Pizza, Takashi threatened about posting my docs on Lagovert's server.
Yeah, no, they Kisuke did do that.
Kisuke did what?
Like threatened to like dox on Lago's server. But
So did he do it or he didn't?
No. I'm pretty sure in the end, they kind of saw reason and like said, "I'm not gonna do it." I think it was just like a rage outburst. Maybe
Well,
they
it doesn't matter now. Doesn't matter now. I'm sorry to say it, but the nukes have been launched.
No. Like I'm pretty sure. I'm 90% sure they said they're not gonna do it. They just got angry and made threats. Like I don't think they're actually gonna do it.
Too late.
Well, the problem is Cass's family has been attacked. It's not a matter of whether you threatened it or not. The threat was made out there.
Happened.
Now that it's happened, a magnifying glass is going to be put on Kisuke.
And especially since now he's fucking accusing Cass of threatening Kisuke's docs or fucking parents' phone number, like all this other stupid fucking bullshit that Pizza has no evidence for and literally showed no evidence. Even Gilded said so. He showed no evidence of this shit. Did he? Tsar, did Pizza send screenshots of Cass threatening to call Kisuke's fucking parents and tell him that he's trans?
I will say I don't remember, but to be fair, I was like, it's kind of embarrassing to say, but I was actually like pretty drunk in that call. Like, I can't lie to you guys, I don't remember a lot of it.
I mean, even if you were drunk, you can tell that whenever Vlad asked from Pizza for evidence, Pizza would just stammer and say that he was tired, right? Every single time? That's what I heard.
Yeah.
You could. I'm honestly. I haven't rewatched the full. I haven't rewatched.
Well, no. Well, I guess because you were drunk, I guess you can't remember. I don't fucking know how alcoholism works. I don't drink it, but it's like every single time that Vlad asked for evidence, he would just be like, "Oh, I'm so tired. I don't want to talk about this anymore," but keeps talking about it anyways. I'm so tired. What are we talking about now? Just fucking deflecting the entire time. He's accusing Cass of threatening to call his parents and tell them that he's trans. And Vlad made some very valid points throughout the entire video. Like, if being trans is such a sensitive topic for you, then why be on the internet where you can be exposed for that kind of stuff? Like, just don't go on the internet. It's like, well, Cass has this. Cass has his parents' phone number, so I wouldn't really do anything. But he showed no evidence.
Honestly, I don't recall much on that VC. I don't want to say something that's not like.
Okay, well then you rewatch it if you can't remember it. You should definitely rewatch it.
Yeah,
because
I quickly skimmed it just because people mentioned that I was in it. Like, to be honest, I just kind of looked for the parts with me on it. To be honest with you, but yeah, no, I'll need to rewatch it before I can really like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't want to talk about shit.
Especially if you're like going to be awake and sober at the time, and you can definitely hear. Like, I'm not even telling this to you, like, because I'm biased. I'm definitely biased. I have no fucking problem saying that. I'm biased to a certain extent. If you give me valuable proof that like this and this actually happened, and something bad happened in this server, then I'll be like, oh, that's not good. That's not good. I gotta talk to someone about this. But Like, he was being super deflective about evidence. Super.
And just another thing, you may have been drunk during that call. I couldn't tell though, as someone who was listening to this, and I had to take breaks. So if it's really hard to tell when people are, unless it's very, very like apparent, like with how Peaches was acting on her call, being drunk.
I was just about to say that.
Okay. What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say by that? Like, what do you mean?
It sounds like a lot of deflection too, using like I was drunk as an excuse. Even if I was drunk and I was being told this call happened, I wouldn't skim through it. I'd listen to everything and realize what was going on before coming into a call and explaining yourself.
I'm not here to explain myself. I came here for proof, which I asked for. I'm not here to explain myself. I haven't done anything.
Did you get your proof?
I mean, I'm not really sure, to be honest. Like, I mean, obviously you've told me a lot of shit, like, yeah, he's doing illegal stuff, which he didn't actually tell me he was doing.
Yeah, because he told you that it wasn't illegal.
Yeah, he said a botnet isn't illegal.
It is. I showed you the definition of it, and I showed you that it is illegal. It's federally illegal. It's a federal crime to make a botnet and use it. To make a botnet, that'll get you into trouble. To use it? Oh god, that's even worse.
I do want to comment real quick on the on what Cryptid said about being told there was a call. I actually wasn't told there was a call. What had actually happened was I was on break at work and I was in Pooh City Pooh server, the general VC. I stayed there for like a bit, and then I said I'm gonna be going home soon. I'll join back when I'm home. So that's what I did. I went home and joined back, and it was a pretty normal VC. And then it kind of moved on to that topic. It wasn't like a set planned call or anything. It was just a normal VC that I just happened to be in.
All right, you guys can keep your conversations going, but I will come back in a minute to reiterate a few questions.
All right.
Because there is stuff I need to talk about and focus on, but so as soon as my PC's systems are back online and in order, because I've been doing nothing but like scanning and cleaning shit, checking around. I even went out of my way to use one of my pen testing distros to like check if there's any potentially concerning activity being hit in my network right now for a while. So once that's all done, I will ask some very important questions that I would please, for the love of God, the peanut gallery shut up when I ask, because I'm literally do not have the time to care at this point about all the peanut gallery nonsense. So keep that in mind.
Damn, that ball hit me. Yo, how are you?
Yeah.
I'm pissed.
No,
You seem kind of tired, Neo.
I just woke up.
What
That's
do you mean?
valid.
That's Riru, obviously.
Oh, for God's sakes.
I thought I was rerolling.
Asshole.
Wait, I heard
Me who can't remember my fucking Kiwi Farms information. I thought I was reroller.
I heard it was
Imagine.
Neo. I thought that's what everyone said.
No, it's been.
Wait, it's Mothman, bruh.
There's literally an image. Like Mothman has gone out and said, "Yeah, I'm Riru." It's just like he made fun of everyone for thinking he's Neo.
Yeah,
Look, imagine if I started claiming that I was Rero and people were believing that, and I'm like, bitch, I don't even have a Kiwi Farms account that I can get into.
I'm gonna make a
Y'all
Kiwi
are
Farms
fucking
account.
stupid.
Cameron, I'm gonna make a Kiwi Farms account and say I'm you.
Do it!
Hey, how's it going?
Spunky, back off. Cameron is my fake person. I'm gonna be Cameron.
Okay.
Back off. Find someone else.
We're all casting
Alright.
Cameron.
I'll just
We're
go
all
into the
casting Cameron.
Cameron Coltwen.
Bro,
Okay,
that
it looks like
I
you have a
can't get
$50
over the fact that I got mentioned
about an hour
just
or so.
once in that video.
Let me just
That's
take a look
so
at
funny. Vlad was trying to fucking figure out who this one person was that was always slobbing on their dick in fucking group chats and servers and shit like that. And I remember who it is, I just don't know their name.
It's Max.
But it's Max. But
Are you sure it was
it
Max?
was
I thought
then somebody
based
said
on
like
their
the guy with the
description,
green
it's
card or
Max.
something like that, and then somebody brought up my name. They were like Cameron, and it's like no, not Cameron.
It definitely isn't me. I fucking
and I just
hate
want to make
Poe.
sure there's nothing wrong with it.
I'm pretty
No,
sure.
it's Max. It's Max.
I'm pretty sure.
It's that person with the anime profile picture
Yeah.
with the girl, the anime girl with the black hair and the red shirt.
Yeah, I know who Max is. I was always under the impression that like Max and Gilded were on like decent terms, so I just didn't think it would be Max.
No, yeah, he was talking about someone. I don't know if it was Max, but that's who I was thinking.
Your description matches Max's profile picture from the time.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's just what I remember. That's what I was thinking about. That's what I was thinking when they were talking about that.
Okay, Yerps.
You know what I've been thinking since last night?
What have you been
Remember when I said I was mentioning about the Vita stuff last night? So, y'all remember that Vita only got arrested for an assault on a police officer?
solid tint on it. I'm just gonna make sure there's no.
You got arrested for what?
He was arrested for an assault on a police officer and was only in county jail for a few days.
Bruh.
Real quick.
Vita.
If there's any issue, I'll call you back out.
Sorry, as I said, I'm still out of the loop. I hear shit, but I don't know what it means. Who the fuck is Vida or Vita? Who is that?
He is a brony that used to be friends with Lio back in 2020.
He was part of that.
2018 to 2020.
He was part of that Toon Critic group, and he was one of the people who confronted them.
Also, as part of the whole top of the barrel group too. Don't forget that.
That too.
What? He was in Senate? He was Lio's friend?
Yes, and he turns out he was a pedophile and
a groomer.
And what happened was the story that Lio, Serafina, and others have said, they didn't really tell the whole story at all. They kept it jibble-jabbled in the video and kept details hidden. And also that was in the document stream on the Vita segment. Lio stated that Vita has 2 more victims in the list now because originally it was 3. Minthart, what's the other girl's name? Bliss, and some other chick from the Dead by Daylight community, and then now there's 2 more. So, and they're saying that this is from current days. So, Vita is still roaming around, and
That's
I have
fucked.
not heard of a fucking police report or anything like that.
Yeah, he's
and I
free.
never heard. Yeah, and I never heard that there was a police report about all the stuff with Minthart and them.
And they claim they helped Mint write a police report too.
Well, yeah, and the thing though too is that the general police or FBI, they encourage not only the victim, but friends of the victim, family, siblings, anyone of the general public to file a police report. And if they see a huge amount, they will do something. And I have not heard of anything like that. So Vita is currently roaming in the shadows on the internet. getting more victims because of how Lio and them handled that particular situation.
Fantastic.
That's lovely.
So
You know what? Just as a troll, I would bring that up in his face all the time. If I ever got in a call with him and he tried taunting me and be like, "Oh, did you know that he assaulted a police officer and went to jail for a few days? Now he's out and he's still on the internet." And he'd just get all pissy and shit like that and be like, "What are you talking about?" Just keep bringing it up. He gets so mad. That's my idea of trolling, just bringing up something that somebody did, and it's just like, what are you gonna do? That's same thing with Lumi. You use the lolicon argument. You use the lolicon argument. Every single time that I brought that shit up to Lumi himself, my bad, he would say like, oh, he would diverge. He'd be like, oh, what about Fursky? This was the time that Fursky's fur affinity was a huge thing, and she'd be like, "Oh, what about Fursky's thing? You're friends with Fursky? What about that?" I'm like, "I'm not friends with Fursky. We're acquaintances. We are in the same server." Just because I follow her on Twitter and she likes my pictures does not mean we're friends, bruh. What are you talking about? You're weird.
Well, the good thing is you need to defend all your friends. They're incapable of doing it themselves. And you have guilt by association, you know?
I would just be like, we're not talking about Fursky, we're talking about you.
You know, if like, I get that. I get what they're talking about if you did the same argument and shit, you know? Like, if you were the one doing the, if you were the one, like, posting the Fursky shit, but, like, you can't really answer for your friends.
Bro.
It's whatever, who gives a shit, you know?
No, like Lumi didn't, like, ironically, she did use the lolicon argument because we were talking about the fucking dolphin comic shit, and then she was saying like, "Oh, it's not real. It's not. It's fictional animals. It's drawn." And I'm like, "That's literally."
I'm fully aware of that. I'm the one. If I remember correctly, I'm the one who brought that up, and they were like stumbling immediately. You know, if you want to go with the fictional shit, like who gives a shit about it? That's fine. At the moment,
sure I texted that in the chat. I was like, "Bro, not the lolicon argument, bro."
Oh yeah, it's so commonly used, and it's been brought up against them multiple times.
Every single time Lumi brings me up or even tries to talk to me, I'm just gonna be like, "You use the lolicon argument. Don't talk to me. You're weird."
Wait. I swear, I could be remembering this wrong, but I swear didn't Neo, you made the doc. I swear you used the lolicon argument in that, didn't you?
No, what I was referring to is Lumi and Monstrous pulling the lolicon argument.
Yeah.
I never stated anything like that.
I thought it was with the shit with Vash that you did.
No, I never pulled the lolicon argument. I meant by is the canon age. But even if so, hang on. Let me double check real quick.
Okay, to be fair, look, we've established I have a shit memory. I probably just remembered it wrong.
Yeah.
If you remember the page or something, or a part of that where it does look like that, that would be a helper, though, to correct it. If you did,
yeah, I did correct that segment of the document.
Mm-hmm.
I did a fuck up on that and fixed it. Let me looky here, because I have to look a little bit down a bit.
Because the only way I actually read the doc was from Lio's live stream on it.
Yeah, that was a very outdated one.
Oh yeah, that was a very outdated one, and he skipped many pieces of evidence. He didn't click on no YouTube links. He didn't click on nothing. He didn't.
So
he only
with that document. With that document, it's really out of date. There's atrocious spelling errors. It looks like it was written in a hurry. It kind of was. Neo's been updating the shit constantly for like a month or two. There's a lot more to it now.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust anything Lio talked about in that video. You're better off just speaking with Neo.
Like during, god damn it, cat. Like during the live, don't you growl at me, you bitch! Get the fuck down. Get down.
I'll growl where I want to, you cunt. Fuck you.
Closing the fucking door. God damn it. That fucking cat pisses me off sometimes, but I love her. But anyways, during the live stream, he was messaged a new version of the doc, and he didn't fucking click on it. he continued to scroll through the old one and continued to talk shit about it. And it's like, no wonder it's not the fucking right one, you dipshit. There's more in the other one.
Like,
he also DMCA'd shit, like archives of it, if I remember right.
Yeah, it's bro.
Really? I
He DMCA'd my shit.
He also did, like, for the record, he also said, I'm not going to read the updated doc. He did say that.
I do remember him saying something along the lines of
because I think that had the new Lagoverse stuff in it. That had the new Lagoverse stuff in it, and he didn't want to click on it.
The Lagoverse stuff was dropped kind of to surprise it. It was dropped to surprise him while he was reading. That was the idea.
Yeah.
But
we thought that he would refresh it at least and maybe try to read the new one, but no, he just continued to read the old one even after he got the new version.
Yeah,
it was so atrocious to watch live. Oh my god.
Can't do that.
Yeah, he continued to pussyfoot around the argument.
Dude, imagine if Lio was in Kaz's position and Kaz did that.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
In this bitch.
Oh, I know. Lio, it's very easy to be brave when you've got an army of people around you.
Oh
he's
my
got
god.
He's got a literal army of children.
So hypocritical.
An army of
Well,
mentally
they're not
challenged
children.
blue
They're not
hairs.
children. They're adults that turned into children.
They're mentally challenged.
They're children that
like,
turned into
a
adults.
big, huge mob of mentally challenged blue hairs. That's dangerous.
And they all came
Well,
from
the problem is, well, quite a few of them are very well-meaning people that don't know this side of the community. They only really see the positive side of him. They probably just see his interactions with Peaches and shit. Which, after experiencing the kink community firsthand, having a dominant bratty person that is domineering around a big submissive older man is quite funny.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I was going to say that here is the updated part where it was talking about the Vash stuff. I worded everything wrong, and it came out that I was pulling a lolicon argument, so I fixed it entirely. And basically, I'm pointing out a fact that, this is what this character's age is in canon years, and yes, his appearance is young. But the account in question followed Vash during his argument with Lio on Twitter, and he did not see what was in that account. So Vash told me. So Vash told me that in his notification, he has seen this person follow him, and he followed back, and all that other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Vash just told me.
And if I recall correctly, Vash unfollowed that account immediately after.
Yes.
Like the moment it was pointed out.
But like, if he just followed back and didn't look at like the art, why do you have to come up with like a justification for it? Like, if that makes sense.
I'm not people want one justification for it. But
Vash is the one who did it, but you kind of need a justification for these people because they'll be like, "Why?"
No,
you just kind of need to with people.
Yeah,
I know what you
they're
mean.
Literally like in that way.
No, I get what you mean, but like, what I don't know. I can't word shit right. I mean, like, fucking if it was the fact that he like followed like the account like as a follow back during an argument with Lio, then like why do you need to come up with a
no it wasn't during. Okay you were conflating the show to collector account with that one. So this account is one that apparently followed Vash. This is an account that followed Vash a while back, and I guess they just repurposed it into a porn retweeting account. And if I remember correctly, Vash is several hundred people, several thousand people he followed.
I don't think that that's what he's talking about, because didn't Vash like a certain picture and just like one picture, and everyone was like lolicon.
No. That's not even the thing. So the lolicon pedophile accusation came from. So there is this dude that Lio was arguing with for about a week straight called Show to Collector. About a week straight, off and on, hours a day. Vash comes in kind of unrelated and says, this is when Lio was in the I'm not a furry stage of people fucking with him, where the incest stuff really stuck with people just picking on him.
Okay.
Vash came in, called him a furry. Well, aren't you a furry with that mask? And Show to Collector liked his post. That's what it was.
Yeah, that is literally all it is. That someone liked the fucking post.
Oh.
Yeah, that's it. That's where the accusations came from.
Oh, I knew it had something to do with someone liking something. I just thought it was Vash liking.
that was
Oh,
no. Should have collected like a post. They're separate.
Okay, wait. I thought Vash was liking something that was like Genshin.
That's a wholly unrelated one. So there was an account. This is when people were kind of autistically looking into Lagavert stuff, and I guess in retaliation, people were looking through Vash's stuff. And one of them, for their Twitter banner, had a more risque photo of Venti. Honestly, it's pretty. If I remember correctly, it's pretty tame for femboy art. Vash just unfollowed the account and it was over immediately. This is entirely separate from the Shota accusation.
And the thing with Venti, like, I don't know why people are getting mad at that. Venti is literally he's just a wind spirit that took the form of his friend. Like, who the fuck cares?
Oh my god. What the fuck was that?
Don't use sandboards. So with the Venti is a character who looks kind of young, but they act quite old. They're drunk. They're a drunkard.
Yeah.
They're like a drunk character. So for it to kind of fall into the lolly thing, they need to act like a child, look like a child, and be a child. They like feel like two of those three things. It's usually like that. It's usually how they're presented. It's usually that.
Yeah.
With Venti, femboy characters are usually more feminine. They're more soft. So when someone does them, they're going to look younger than they are. So you got to go by how they act and how old they're presented as.
Yeah.
If they're clearly drinking at a bar, hanging out with the boys, and doing that shit, they're not really portrayed as what they look like.
I mean,
he's a literal fucking trickster.
So,
like, there's dumber shit.
Like, even when I'm like looking for just straight up like non-anthro for like the demi-human shit, it is just like it is a very fine line between what is what. And it's very blurry, and it's like at certain points, it's like that's a kid, and that's not marked as underage, or you know.
It's one of those things where I usually have more of a question mark for the people who've got the encyclopedic knowledge of these people. Like Genshin Impact, Venti is really 17. He's not 17. He's not 27 or something like that. The people that have the encyclopedic knowledge of that kind of weird me out more than the people who don't.
I mean, those people are even wrong because the dude's. I know this because I played through the story of the game.
I'm not like shitting on that. I'm just saying I'm just using that as a blanket example.
Gotcha.
For shit where people kind of like go in depth on that. Like it's like the what was that High School Dead, the zombie things?
Oh,
all the shits in there are like more well defined than Hitomi Tanaka, and someone not knowing the age of these characters really wouldn't shock me.
Yeah, and don't even get me started on these Splatoon discourse about the whole thing. Like, they're still arguing about ages of Inklings. Like, what the hell, man? I wouldn't even.
You want to die? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
you see
that's
the
valid.
Splatoon characters, and it's like they look like they're 12.
They're called Inklings.
They literally said you're a kid now.
As in younglings, man. Like it's obvious.
No, they're called Inklings, as in.
Oh.
So with sorry, I was DMing. With this stuff, it seems like a lot of these people doing this. I've noticed a lot of people brigading against it. Usually, won't even bother with the real children, and that kind of pisses me off.
Yeah.
But with like Lio Convoy and shit, I've only noticed they will exclusively go after either people who are in Lolicon or wheelchair-bound people. Almost exclusively.
I thought he went after an actual or am I imagining that? I thought that happened.
Are you talking about Vita? Or if you're talking about Vita, that's kind of something he had to do.
Oh.
Yeah, he wouldn't have gone after Vita if probably the whole Mint thing didn't happen.
Yeah.
So, if any of you do not know, Lio knew about the Mint stuff since the beginning of April 2020. They confronted Vita of mid to end of April of 2020, and I was able to get screenshots from the anti-Vita chat, and yeah, it all confirmed that part of the timeline. Lio and Serafina confronted Vita in the VC, talking about the Zufile police situation and also the Mintheart stuff, but they cut out the part where they told Vita about that. Vita got very defensive and threatened Lio.
Yes.
Okay.
And after that happened, things kind of went sour, and they all said LOL and left atop of the barrel and went into Senate, because when I checked Senate, it was made since late 2019. So this has happened during the Zufile police stuff.
So real quick,
they all migrated.
Sorry. I cut you off there. Sorry. I just wanted to. So wait, you said you had So what you're saying is Lio knew about it a lot longer than like he says he did.
Yeah.
Yes.
He self-admitted it on Kiwi Farms.
Have you got screenshots of that? Just because.
Yes, it's in a document. It's in there.
Okay. What the update?
Go to the Vita stuff.
The updated version.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So the only reason we really know about the a lot of this Mintheart stuff is some maniac that no one would have taken seriously made a thread on Lio Convoy and Kiwi Farms.
Okay.
And Lio came in and, like Christian did, buried himself, defending himself.
Here, look in drama shit.
Okay. Cheers.
You gotta go into tour, but I have a screenshot.
Okay, thank you.
Move it, kitty. Okay, the door is locked. Why is my door locked?
I locked it.
I did it.
I'm in your walls, I'm in your walls, I'm in your walls, I'm in your walls.
You wish you were in my walls, little boy.
Don't not say that. First of all, I'm 20 now, so that makes me feel even more uncomfortable.
Okay, shorty. Scrawny. Twig boy.
I am 6. What?
Oh,
you're 6.
I am 6.
Pretty big to be.
Oh, you're a tall baby.
Sorry, my brain, dude, my brain had like an internal hemorrhage because I saw a funny meme. Okay.
Yeah. How's your little brain hurting? Your baby brain hurting? Aw, poor thing.
I need you to end this RP right now.
I am gonna server mute you, dude.
Another thing I wanted to ask. Another thing I wanted to ask was I saw loads of posts like because for some reason everyone in the Benji server's like talking about it loads now, like the Metica thread, and there's someone that made like an alignment chart, and I saw that Bravo was in independent when I thought he was like with you guys.
He fixed it. He fixed it in a thread, and everything was solved.
Are they really harping on that dumb shit? Oh my god.
So, yeah, that's the message from Lio himself on the first retro blasting thread, and he has stated that Jordan was 13 when Joshua Keith Vita started preying on him, something I don't know until of April of 2020. And how I figured it out, that it was early April, because when I looked at some of the screenshots, and also in Serafina's video, they confronted Vita in mid-April 2020.
Yep. So a lot of this stuff is stuff that would not be known if Lio hadn't responded to his own thread. Like, Lio has a penchant for addressing things that never really need addressed. I'm going to give you guys some advice. If anyone ever accuses you of something damning, and no one takes them seriously, do not acknowledge it or address it. Those people are crazy. You might address it once, maybe twice. What happened to my fucking fan? Did this get disconnected?
When it just hurts my brain, I just meow.
Oh,
I know you do.
Pizza's
I'm gonna hit you with a hammer, I tell you.
Huh?
Yeah, Pizza's spurting on Twitter right now.
What does
He
that?
is?
Oh,
LMAO.
Send me his at name.
Here you go.
Oh, we'll see.
It
Where's
shows
my
you
fan?
it.
Someone's got a little dog. This break. My fucking fan bust. Are you kidding me? Where'd this plug go?
Pizza locked himself down. I see the.
Aw, what a bitch.
Well, of course he's a little bitch. He got exposed for being a dumbass. This is why we don't do drugs, boys and girls.
Leave a VC before speaking their real opinion, stances on them, and or what they're doing. After leaving the VC, I was informed that you did just that. I hopped back in to confirm this, and did. That's why I left, because of hypocrisy. Also, nobody asked you for your help in anything, so I'm not sure why that is mentioned.
Oh my god. Fucking
Private
spur.
accounts are a yawn fest. This isn't correct. After you left, this person asked me if I'd banned you if you doxed Cass. As said, I'd consider dropping you if your justification wasn't up to snuff upon reason. That ended with me saying I need to think about it. Furthermore, you said 1 billion times that you were too tired to have that conversation, and so was I. As I told you when you returned in VC, I wanted to sleep on it and bring it up later when neither I nor you were tired. But then you cried and left because you don't get it. You could have been chill and waited a day, but like, meh. P.S. Our conversation on the topic never concluded. You fucking abruptly left the VC while the convo was still ongoing. You came back after hearing a no-context rendition of words I would have just brought up the next day. Also, my opinion on doxing has always been clear. No, that's it.
What's his opinion on doxing? It's good, bad, what?
He thinks it's a stupid idea.
Despite
Then why are you
threatening
doxing
to do
people?
that.
I don't like doxing, and anyone who doxes in here, I'd ban on the spot.
I
It's
mean,
fucking cowardly. No, I
publicly
wouldn't.
posting that, yeah, is not a good idea. You know,
It's gonna make the whole server go bye-bye.
de-anonymizing someone for usage to inform law enforcement, that's a different question.
Oh yeah, if you're like posting someone's information because it's like that's got to be brought to the cops.
Well, you don't post it publicly if it's got to be brought to the cops. You take that shit for yourself and you bring that to the cops. But
What if I'm doxing an Egyptian Smash the Bandicoot fucker? Isn't that what badasses do?
I was just about to say that.
Well, I meant more, I guess, if you're posting it in here to pass, or not in here, but like in a Discord to pass information so that person can bring it to
If you were doing that, please send this to one of the moderators.
I'm not
It's
gonna.
going
I'm
to- well, I'm just saying, anyone who does that in here is going to get a server banned.
Oh, hi,
Don't do
Kirsty.
that.
I didn't know you were in here.
Sorry, does what? I was checking my phone real quick. I didn't hear that.
How dare you check your phone real quick, you son of a bitch!
Blood! Someone
bastard.
messaged. What? Like, okay, like my fucking
I'm kidding.
my Snapchat AI is getting lonely. I need to talk to her sometimes. You know how it is.
So true.
See, Spunky gets it.
This time I'm mocking the tweet since the last one became so short. The second cast responded. I added my question into a small list in which you can reply however you wish. Or not at all, just reaching out for a comment, as I will be updating the OP to include the pizza docs and the leak call between you and Cass Warfox after the Coyote trauma.
Honestly, I don't think Cass doesn't really have much to worry about with people coming. Like, if they look at this doc and all the forums, they're just going to see a lot of Spurgs trying to go after him in this whole thing. He's done the smart thing by not mentioning anything to anyone.
It's still annoying to put up with this shit. You know, it's just aggravating.
Yeah, it's fucking
I
petty.
totally agree with that.
It's also
It is
illegal.
a bit scary. Well, it's also a bit. Well, yeah. Well, threatening? I can't imagine.
Oh, not just that. Did some research. He can go to jail for a good bit.
Oh yeah.
Pizza, not Cass. Let's confirm that Cass can't go to jail for what's going
No,
on.
he can go to jail. I already planted evidence in his house, so it'll be fine.
Yeah,
I saw the evidence you planted, and I took that for myself. Thank you for the cocaine.
I wouldn't plant cocaine. That's not cocaine. You're a fucking idiot. I planted smallpox there. You idiot.
Oh, I've been vaccinated against it. I'm fine.
Blood said that.
Not this smallpox. You're not fine.
My pox is a medicinal medical pox. Don't get me wrong.
I got some deterra powder for you, baby. You want to take some of that?
I forget what deterra powder is.
It's
Earlier,
really good.
when I first joined, Cryptid said, ask me questions. I just wanted to touch on that a bit more. Like, what do you said you wanted to ask me questions about shit.
Well, Cass is doing something on his computer right now.
Oh.
Yeah, once Cass gets back, he has something he needs
Yeah,
to say. Oh, there he is.
Give me a second, guys. We're trying to switch to a new router because my ISP monitors everything that's on this shit. And they detected a problem, so they're replacing the stuff right now.
Okay.
I'll be back. Allegedly.
Allegedly. Supposedly.
Finally, the weirdo's gone. I'm kidding. I haven't left yet.
Blood.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, we were fine for 2 years, and then all this weird shit started happening with the spoofing. There were some weird behaviors on the network, and they contacted us because they monitor everything that goes in and out of our stuff, and they're like, "Hey, we're gonna replace your stuff because something's up."
What? And you think? What you think? Like Pizza did that?
Well, I'm gonna have to reasonably assume so.
Can he even do that? I thought he just made like fucking
With the botnet.
I thought he made tools.
I doubt he has a botnet.
No, hacking a Wi-Fi is incredibly difficult.
Sorry.
Damn, Frisky, you got allergies?
Like...
I mean, yeah, if you don't put any like pre-protection firewalls on there.
No, like it's literally easy to do. That's the reason why my ISP is the ones that actually monitor everything, just to check.
Mine just ask why I have a Cisco ASA of 525X. I'm just like, I'm paranoid.
I mean, nothing wrong with being paranoid for wanting to have security. I wouldn't judge anyone for that.
It's just because like I've been being told a lot of different shit from like a lot of different people. Like I've asked some friends who were in the Mafia, and a lot of them are saying like don't trust Pizza. But then I asked Pizza about these things, and then like he normally
don't trust him. He's a fucking retard.
If
Pizza's literally going on a fucking Tardsburg level, like fucking angry fucking path of tyranny and fucking like essentially cyber like crimes that can land him in his hat hot fucking water. It's gonna melt the cheese off his pizza if you know what I'm fucking meaning. I wouldn't trust a goddamn thing like that motherfucker's fucking saying, because he's doing all this because one furry on the internet that he has a crush on won't fuck him.
Didn't get his kissy.
Literally.
I thought
he couldn't even.
Sorry, I keep cutting people off. Sorry, I don't mean to do that.
No problem.
No, you're fine. You're fine. It's Discord. There's a delay.
Yeah. Fucking. I thought screenshots got shared of Pizza cutting things off. I swear those screenshots got sent out, or was that taken out of context?
Of Pizza what?
When Pizza said something along the lines of like shutting down feelings for cat. I can't really remember the exact screenshot, but I swear it proved like the other way, didn't it?
Then why the fuck is he still doing this?
I mean, I'm not really like I don't really know, to be fair.
Well, if he says that, I would just assume that would be a question you would think. Like, no offense, but like, did you not think?
Wouldn't that be kind of like important to ask about? Why are you still doing this if you don't like Kaz anymore? Is this just like revenge? Because he wouldn't fuck you, or is it still like, oh, I still fucking hate your fucking dick?
Yeah.
Put penis in me.
I don't really know. I'm not involved enough in this situation to ask questions like that. I don't really have the right to go around and ask people what their like intentions are and expect them to tell me.
That's just like basic critical thinking, dude.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah. It's like it's kind of like now we're wondering, well, why are you still in contact with Pizza if you're not like partially interrogating, running ops?
No, I have asked pizza before. I got told shit by
Hold on. Wait, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off so abruptly like that. But you guys who haven't been here when, what is it, Tsar first joined, look in No Mic and just click on my newest message on the attachment, and just, that is when Tsar messaged Pizza about what I was talking to him about, which was the botnetting stuff. This is what he said in response.
Yeah, but doesn't, like, fucking, like...
That's not a botnet, you absolute lobotomite. Oh my god.
Exactly.
Let me get the projector out. I'm not kidding.
Hang on, guys. Please cool it.
But,
Please.
Well,
I'm
here,
about
Neo, hold on, Neo, listen to
We've
this.
already unpacked that. We've already unpacked that.
I was
we
gonna-
don't need to go back into that.
Well, I was telling other people if they haven't seen it to look at it.
I was going somewhere, but I forgot. It'll come back to me. Don't worry.
Oh, great.
Hey. Oh, okay. Bye.
Good.
Oh, hey.
Digi, you're cringe.
That is like legitimately just not how a botnet works. And if he thinks that he should I should talk to his university about taking away his diploma.
Okay, but like, yeah. So certain people from the Fox Mafia, like Nerf as one of them, pretty much told me stuff that, like, apparently Pizza had said because I don't know if you know, but Nerf at one point after Pizza left Fox Mafia, the old Fox Mafia, but before I left, so that kind of period, that was when Nerf randomly DM'd me and was interrogating me, pretty much claiming that I had recordings of Cass. Pretty much saying, "Oh, I know you have recordings of Cass. I want to know what you have." That kind of shit. And I was in VC with Pizza the next day, and Pizza was laughing at it. And then Nerf recently told me that, what did he say? He said apparently a few days before that conversation he had with me in VC that it was actually Pizza that led him to believe that I had stuff. And I asked Pizza about it, and he said that's not true, that's bullshit. But like, it's literally one word against another, and I don't really. It's a lot of that lately. Do you know what I mean?
Honestly, I'd say both. I'd say like one's telling truth, yeah, but in the end, it's like, yeah, no, neither one of them are good. Like, yeah, both of them are shitty people. So I mean,
I could honestly see that Pizza did tell him, but then he's just embarrassed because he's like, oh shit, I was told wrong information. I got a spurky.
I honestly, like, with situations like that, I don't have any proof either way, so I'm just gonna go neutral about it and kind of, you know, what's the word, like, not consider it, if that makes sense. It's just a lot of it is like word of mouth now, and it's just like, oh, trust me, bro. Do you know what I mean? And it's just like I keep hearing words that go against other people's words, and then groups that go against other words, and do you know what I mean? It's just very confusing at the moment.
it's cringe. That's the word you're looking for. Cringe.
Yeah.
I got you, man. No way. I kid.
It's a spurgy faggotry. There.
Yeah, no, this whole shit just there's a reason I distanced myself from this drama entirely.
It was like in the very beginning, and everyone was just like going at each other's throats and all that other shit in the main server. And that was getting out of control. That I would agree. It was getting out of hand. But in this situation, majority of this whole situation, Pizza, it's just word of mouth from Pizza with no proof. He did this before with SETI. He did this in the call he had with Gilded, stating that Cass is manipulating Elijah, Bravo, me, and multiple others with no proof or any substantial proof for his claims. And it's it's just come across to where it's just someone that should not be trusted if they are, like, blurting out a bunch of stuff. And he kept on telling people that I was never IP grabbed without any form of proof or none of that to go against that claim either, and people just ran with it.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'll be right back.
No, sorry, Nia. Carry on.
I just had to. Sorry, I had to pop in after Cameron posted that thing about him like claiming that telemarketers IP grab people and fucking botnet people all the time, and I'm just like, where did this man go to school? That's not true.
No, like legitimately, he was in cybersecurity. I need to burn this man alive. Like,
I know.
Okay, this is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Like, I know tech illiterate people that understand this better.
Sorry,
I know. Okay,
Neo, what were you saying earlier?
Sorry.
No, you're good.
So basically, a lot of people ran with it, and we're talking a lot about, that I'm a schizo and other stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, because from what I heard, it was the name like Rocky. You don't mind me using that? You don't mind me using that, do you?
Well, here's the thing that I want to make this very clear for people, and I think I had to mention this multiple times.
Okay.
Lio had a tool where he can grab people's tags through Discord, and he did this before with Gallagher. And when he did, he IP grabbed, and thankfully at that time Gallagher did not use a VPN. I did not at the time, and he was able to receive my information, my IP, my device, including multiple of accounts, and some of them, like my Facebook, and certain others, do have my nickname Rocky on it. So, like, take this for example, that, how do I say this? In a crime scene where someone tries to hide the evidence, tampering with the crime scene, and basically they try to make sure that this never happened or anything like that. Lio technically did that where he saw my nickname in multiple of accounts, and he used that to hide the fact that he got my personal information. Now, here's a kicker here. I never showed anyone of what account I was referring to. And on April 24th, Lio basically showed the exact account that I was referring to. And this was never linked on any of my social platforms. And this was never shown on my YouTube channel. This was never shown on anything because I had to make sure it was privated and all the other shit due to a separate situation years ago.
Well,
and that very account was never used at all. And the thing is that Lio showed that very exact account that was never linked to my current, it was never linked to anything. And he showed that very account that I was referring to days before the document was made. And he never knew the document was being made at all. None.
Are you just
It was all in secret.
Are you just what's it? Well, two things. I just wanted to bring that up just because the general kind of like consensus that everyone has that I've been led to believe that I kind of have seen anyway is that the name your nickname was found just like by looking, like not like using a tool, it was like just found. Or
correct. Neo's missing a part of this.
Well, here's
No. Can I please enlighten?
Okay.
Alright.
Okay, so we have been reviewing stuff like Pizza's GitHubs. Well, I have been, more or less, because at this point he's fucking escalated it to where I have to get involved, like, professionally. And so, yeah, Emily as well. But I found under his GitHub that there is something that is a Facebook identifiable information scraping tool. That is likely what he used if whatever way he found the information and then used that to harass Neo's family. he used a tool which exploits an API. While it's not illegal, it's not really a good thing to do, and if done maliciously, has a debatable legality to it.
It's mostly, it works off the fact that like Facebook has a known vulnerability with some of their APIs, and they don't patch their shit well enough.
Neo,
Doing this is possible.
Didn't the calls come from a blocked number?
Yes. I will
Doesn't he normally call
Hamlet,
people?
Neo, finish.
Yeah, so basically what was going on is that this is not like a normal blocked contact where it just instantly hangs up. This is a call that just says blocked on it, and my dad never answered. This was around 5 or 6 in the morning, and he did tell me that did happen. I have not gotten a chance to talk to him about getting the logs. It was due to a lot of IRL stuff that got in the way, family being hospitalized and dealing with outside work.
Well, I mean, like, because the speculation was, like, if Lio, like, actually called your parents and, like, had your phone number or had your parents' phone number and stuff like that, or had yours or some shit like that, somehow, I was saying, like, doesn't he normally call people who are, like, in trouble with him, like, from a blocked number?
Yes, he did self-admit to that in the Bloodlord call. And he basically stated that I do use block cell numbers so that people won't find me. Another thing to point out, I know people are saying, well, he could have easily just looked it up. Like, well, how did he know it was Rocky then in the first place to look it up?
Because if you look Rocky up on YouTube, the supposed YouTube account that he got it from, it's not the first thing to pop up.
You have to literally scroll all the way down. It took me like a good 20 minutes. And basically, no one ever knew my old account was Rocky or anything. He would have used a tool to see what accounts are connected through my email. And my old account was connected through that very email. Boba, shut up! Okay.
Hey, Neo. Real quick, could you shoot me your YouTube?
Yeah. Not a moment.
So the second thing I wanted to touch up upon is, so how are you like 100% sure Lio didn't know that the doc was being made? Because when I was in Fox Mafia, I remember it wasn't really that hard to get into like the other more private servers. Like, I remember me and Cameron got brought into 2 separate ones simply because we had the same suspicion that turned out to be right, and we just got like let in.
So basically, when the document was firstly made, it took me a whole day to, talk about the doxing stuff. And I mentioned this to Cass and others briefly in a private server, in a different one, where the document is being made, and I showed Cass and them. But the thing is, I never really showed anyone the screenshots that I'm going to be posting in that document. I had those stored, and I was going to blur them out and everything before I post them in there. And when it was in the Fox End before, more people that were from different servers and all the other stuff, I told them about, a document is being made, but I never really showed them what's contained within the document, if you get what I mean.
No, okay, so what you're saying is it was where the places he would be able to see it, you didn't post the things that he knew about, is what you're saying.
Yeah, also,
or that
as someone
he
who
should know about is what you're saying.
Yes, also, as someone who, like, first of all, I want to establish this, just put this plain and fucking clear about what has happened. This was retaliatory for basically nothing. And this was in an original, instigation about this. This was deliberately digging into someone and intending to cause them distress and harm for no fucking reason. Like, I don't get how you justify that. In the beginning, like, the first thing with Neo, I don't get where the justification ever was.
Yeah.
Like, still, to this day, I want to make that damn clear. That was, even if he knew that she was writing the document, that is nothing but attacking a journalist, and I'm pretty sure most people can agree that's a bad fucking thing to do.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get how you side with these people. No, like, no offense, but still.
It's more like sides, I guess. Neo was on the other side, so she was like fucking fair game, I guess. I'm not really
Neo
sure.
had done nothing to provoke anyone, frankly.
Yeah.
Except for what
At that point, everyone, no one was angry.
Hold up. Let him talk. Okay. Aaron, let him talk. Okay. Go ahead.
Me?
Sarko.
Yes.
Yes, Sarko, go.
Sorry. Nah, I was just gonna say, yeah, you kind of got like randomly, like banned from Lagavert server, if I remember.
Oh, yes, correct. That's not what I'm talking about here, though. What I'm talking about is the very beginning with Neo. What happened there was unprovoked. What happened there, no one... there was basically zero fucking reason for Lio or anyone affiliated to do that to Neo, to my understanding.
And I did post a thread talking about that particular part. Oh yeah, Caster back, sorry.
Yeah, sorry about that. It took a bit. So let me explain what's going on. So some weird shit was going with my ISP and the router and modem and everything. And unlike other places,
Hey, puppy.
Unlike other places,
Okay, buddy.
Please take care of the background noise, please. So my ISP monitors everything, fixes everything. If there's a problem, they contacted us. Yes, there was a problem. They have no idea what the fuck's going on, but it's definitely very fucking weird. So things are being replaced and fixed. So I'm make that very clear. Some shit's going funky, and I'm not liking it. So there you go. Anyway, so what's this about Neo?
Oh, I just was iterating the fact that essentially the very beginning of this was unprovoked. And the fact that even just approaching it from the original doc, the standpoint that it was just someone restated it, and I just wanted to emphasize, because, no one emphasized it, that it was an unprovoked attack for basically fuck all. And it was digging in and maliciously attempting at life ruination. Even if we consider it fucking, even if we consider it sides, we've done nothing to that degree, point blank, period.
Yeah.
You just got under some people's skin, and that's about it. Then they're like, I'm gonna dox all of you.
Even in the longest term, we have done nothing to match that. We have not harassed anyone's family members. We have done nothing, but yet they continue to think that it is justifiable.
It's not justifiable. Also, I'm back. Anyways, what are we talking about? We still going on about the same shit?
No, we're talking about Neo now.
Okay, that's what we were talking about when I left.
Oh, well, I didn't know that.
Who cares? Point is, got a few questions to ask. Are you there, Tsar?
Yeah, I'm here.
Alright, so I need to reiterate a few questions because obviously I wasn't on my PC or even on my stuff when we were talking about this.
Yeah.
So I will have to tread on some familiar territory to get some clarification. So did Takashi go out his way to threaten my docs in Lagovert server?
Yeah, actually, I won't type what they said. I won't say it. I'll just DM it to you real quick.
Did they post a docs, or was it just basically like they left some kind of initial or something?
Yeah, they left an initial.
All right.
I'll just text you what they said. 1 minute. Fuck's sake. Elias or Keisuke, they assume that you have eyes in that server.
I did not. In actuality, I was literally shitposting to be funny.
Yeah, I was in there not even to spy. I was in there because we just kind of had a thing there that we were planning on talking, and then we just kind of decided it wasn't worth our time, and I just kind of forgot to leave that server, to be totally honest. That was the only reason I was in there, and I hadn't fucking checked notifications. I had that muted.
Yeah. So now I've been okay. So Pizza wasn't lying about that one. Okay, cool. So I'll make this very clear about what was going on between me and Takashi. I was not threatening his family. I've never insinuated that. In fact, some of our final conversations was about why Pizza is adding screenshots about Takashi and his conversations in that Google Drive that Pizza was talking about. And now it seems like he's planning to go after everybody at some level because of just how all this shit is being leaked. Anything you said to Pizza at all is being leaked. And I was like, okay, that seems a bit fucking weird. Did Takashi bring up the fact that he might have considered the idea of sending me his phone number to contact him if things got bad and he needs to walk away? Yes. Did I encourage that? No.
Okay.
Never had his phone number, never had his personal information. The only thing I could imagine I possibly have at one point in time was like maybe a first name. But I've never used that. I've never threatened anything. In my own community, in my own server, I made it very clear that unless I get doxxed, I don't care. I want to be left alone and just do shit posting and not turn this into a shit show. I was very, very consistent about that. Extremely so. There's thousands of retards I can talk to about how I behave. Hell, even Medicare Fembot has called it out too. You're arguing, like, Lio and all these idiots are arguing with people who've known me for years.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is that they're fucking projecting. It's like, well, we do all this shit all the time, so Cass obviously is doing this too.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing any gay ops. I don't care. The only gay ops I could imagine that are occurring, to my knowledge, is straight up just third parties that just want to fuck with furries.
Another thing that I do probably need to add is I do think the thing that set Keisuke off was Bravo on Twitter.
Yeah, and I don't control Bravo, and I'm not going to. Sorry.
Yeah,
but
no,
I'm
no.
not
What the fuck did Bravo
I would
say?
Okay, I'm not insinuating that you control Bravo. I'm not. I'm just saying maybe if you want to, like, you should probably have a talk with Bravo about that. But it was because it was for. I mean, okay, fair enough. Like, all I'm saying
What
is
did
that
he say?
it was okay. So I think Bravo said something to Iris on.
No, I think. Please tell me what he said.
I mean, I don't know exactly. Have you seen that thread? That thread's got like fucking 20k shit for me to look through. I mean, I can find it. Not right now though, but I can find it and send it to you later. But
okay, please do.
Something along the lines of Iris getting offended over something Bravo said to them on Twitter, or some kind of spat or some kind of argument. I'm not really 100% sure what happened there. But then it was Keisuke or Elias who then said that if Fox Mafia are gonna go after Iris, then like they're not gonna tolerate that.
Okay, well,
and
we
that
didn't go
is
after Iris at all.
Well, that okay.
In fact,
Then again, sorry, I keep interrupting. But then again, take everything I say right now with a grain of salt. I don't have the best memory, but I will find proof to like, because I know there was something along the lines of that, but I'll need to find the actual like screenshots of it.
All right, well, let's keep on topic here before we get into that.
Okay.
So the most I can say was what Bravo sent me as well was just conversations about them bringing me up specifically. While I also said weeks prior to stop talking about me and leave me alone. Because of this dumb fucking faggot and these dumb spurgs decided that in a conversation that had not really the most to do with me necessarily, decided to bring me up and antagonize me over the Frisky Doodle stuff. Which, by the way, I don't have control of that situation anymore. The original Fox Mafia server's gone. We already had our problems with some of that. That shit's already been taken care of. I don't give a fuck anymore. But for some reason, they decided to bring me up first and go off about me constantly. And basically be on the attack. Bravo said some shit. Mothman decides to have some fun about it. Because he's a third party that'll do whatever you want. Now, so here's the thing. I do not care about what Bravo does. I'm not going to teach him like a child about how he handles stuff on the internet. I'm not his tard wrangler. I do not control him. Nothing I say to him is going to convince him of anything. So, I'm not going to go and be like, hey, Bravo, you need to stop. No, fuck that. No. That implies that somehow I have control over the guy. I don't.
Okay.
So,
no, like, fair enough. I do understand where you're coming from. I just thought
I
I'd let
have
you...
disagreed with him, though. I
No,
get you.
I understand. I understand what you mean. I just thought I'd bring it up that is, to my knowledge, the sole reason why Kisuke started doing that. I mean, to my knowledge, anyway. Obviously, as I said, I can find screenshots to send later.
All right, and it's whatever then, because he got mad and left the server sometime because him and Bravo had like spats with each other. They clearly got some like weird issues. I don't know. I don't care. But I'm not involved in that shit. The most I said that was negative towards Elijah was when I saw him simping for pizza on fucking Kiwi Farms. And I basically flat out said, why is this guy trying to like defend pizza? He knows about the FA stuff. He also knows why pizza's acting the way he was. He was in ground zero in a lot of this drama. So he fully knows what the fuck is really happening. He has no excuse to try to simp for pizza. I've even had conversations plenty of times with Takashi to prove this. And if I see more shit like this happening, I will be dropping those recordings to prove it.
Okay.
I don't care anymore. I'm
No,
making that
okay.
very fucking clear.
Yeah, I know. I get what you
Because
mean.
I'm getting smeared over shit. I've had direct conversations with Takashi where I basically flat out told him stuff. And the stuff was not about family. It was not about harassment. No, it was just me having conversations about a few things here. And yes, I do bring up pizza to him to update him about how autistic this is getting on occasion when I have those. I don't know every little thing that's going on with pizza. I prefer the fucker just leaves me alone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, now my family's involved. So I'm gonna make this very clear. So Elijah made his threat. Okay, cool. Counterpoint is, no matter what Elijah says now, he's now a part of this little conflict. This whole gay fucking little Cold War went hot, and nukes were launched. So have fun with that. Not to you. I'm just saying in general, because I know someone's recording this shit. They always are.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, maybe I might consider backing off a little bit if, Takashi decides to contact me and actually apologizes for his behavior, because I'm not going to accept an apology if he's not going to have the balls to directly talk to me for that. I might even consider listening to him then. Until then, I think he's complicit with pizza. And since my family was getting the whole spoof shit, and apparently there might be some corporate phone numbers or companies or businesses shit getting compromised in the process, last time I've talked to my family about this, yeah, this is going to get very ugly.
Well, for the record, I have little to zero contact with Kisuke or Tucker.
All right, cool. Are you still in Lag Overt server?
I am still in that server.
Well, you have a line of contact then, because as far as
No,
I'm concerned,
he
on
left
there.
that. He left it.
He
He
did.
left it. My time, it was either very early this morning or last night, I think.
Oh, okay, cool.
There is.
Yeah, we have not. I haven't communicated with them at all, like ever since my account got hacked and everything.
I
And
mean,
even before it got hacked, we were growing distant from each other.
I share a server where they're kind of active, but I don't really have any communication. We've had very, very little communication.
Sorry, did they communicate a reason why they left Flag over its server?
Not to my knowledge. I did look for some reason, like why they did, but no, just their name was white. I tapped it and they're not on the server anymore.
Okay.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, dude. He could have just not got involved with this. He said he was done with gay internet drama. Okay, cool. I understand. Don't get involved then. Don't be threatening people's doxes. I don't give a fuck. Like, what your argument is at that point. Like, that's playing fire with fire, and I'm not afraid to fight back. Never have been. There's a reason I told him in private why I retired too. I know how warpathy I can get. I don't like it. I don't like being that. The best way to solve that, don't involve me in drama that I'm not interested in. Guess what happens when you involve me in a war I'm not interested in participating in? That I didn't start. I'm not going to play mercy or be nice. I've said it 1,000 times. I've made it very clear. Just leave me alone. It's really that simple. The only reason I re-emerged on Twitter to call out a few things was because, guess what? These people decided not to leave me alone, so I'm going to say something. And also my community is going to say something because I'm going to be saying something as well. And it's funny how I'm getting accused of somehow doing stupid shit because my community dared to speak up because I dared to speak up. Yeah, no, fuck you. No, not anyone in here, I'm just saying. No, fuck you. Like, I think at this point, after my family got treated the way they just did, I am going to speak up. I don't care.
Who exactly, like, how do you know, like, who actually did it? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you're saying you're going to speak up, I assume, against Pizza, because is he, like, the number one suspect of this, or I'm a bit...
Alright,
His mother got called, and he said his real fucking name. How else? It's the only suspect.
Okay, you're assuming that I'm up to date 100% on details, which I'm not. I didn't know that.
My apologies.
No, you're fine.
Why are you asking?
Fucking... Okay, no, fair enough.
Also, someone out of their own volition contacted him, and he just admitted that he is his name. That's him.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
So, the number?
The number that contacted my mom and said hello, Kaz, is the same number people contacted. And he just admitted who he was. Just immediately. This is not a fucking... I'm not playing with that, dude. Come on. It's literally...
Can I see proof of... I know I keep asking, but, like, that's kind of heavy. Like, have you got, like, a screenshot of that, or...
Yeah, give me a sec.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of shit in these conversations.
Yeah. A lot of... Point blank, at least from my end, there's... I have withheld some restraint upon these individuals.
No,
Still.
please. I don't care. Here you go. Drama shit. It's right there.
Okay, cheers.
I don't care. Like, I get this, but also I'm not violating federal laws, unlike...
Alright, enough.
Sorry.
There you go. He literally states it's him. This is the same exact phone number, by the way, that contacted my mom.
Oh.
Yeah. Pizza also admitted that Takashi and him were in communications, so as far as I'm concerned, they're complicit until Takashi comes out of his way to prove otherwise. That's how this works.
No, yeah, I get that. I don't really know what to say to that, to be honest with you. I never knew about that.
Here's my thing. I really hate having to deal with this shit. So I made it very clear why I left and wanted to chill out and relax with people. And I've been doing a pretty good job doing that in spite of everything. But this shit, this is going to end horribly for everybody. I don't care about this whole Kaz is going to be a martyr argument. I don't give a shit. I don't really see that being the issue here. The issue is people attacking people's families over gay internet shit. As far as I'm concerned, thanks to all the people in here, it's already been proven I didn't start this war with Lio. I didn't do shit. I laughed at the fact that Vlad said some stupid shit in a VC, and that was it. And that got conflated into somehow me being complicit with criminals and predators. And on top of this, all this gay internet war shit started over jokes in my server about peaches. I do not give a fuck about any of this shit. But now that my family's involved, yeah, now I care.
Yeah, I remember that being said about peaches because I didn't actually know that got said at the time, but I remember I received shit for it because I was in that server where it happened in a later VC in Benji's server.
Okay. So actually I forgot to ask you as well. So did you have any conversations with Pizza when he talked about this gay botnet shit or something?
I simply asked him what is a botnet? Is it like illegal? And then he was like, here, send what's it? He was like, why? Who's asking you? And I was like, Cameron's asking me. And then he was like, here, send this to them.
Okay.
No.
You posted a screenshot in here, right? I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the no mic chat.
Okay, let me go check it out.
He didn't actually type it out. He sent me that screenshot that you see. That's what he gave me.
Okay, yeah, I can. All right, that's wholly inaccurate. I'm also seeing people posting the Google search results on the.
Yeah, and hasn't Pizza also said that he was going to make malware? Malware, unless it's used for educational purposes, is illegal.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's illegal.
That's something I actually learned. I'm like, and usually botnets are used with hacked computers.
Yes.
Yes.
Meaning
compromises the
botnets
computer.
are illegal.
They are federally illegal.
Mm-hmm. If not internationally.
Well,
But they are.
it is just in general illegal. Let's just put it like that. So now, since you're in Lagovert's community and Vlad's, what's Lagovert's policy on handling people who threaten stuff like this?
Lagover did make it very clear that Tucker was absolutely not to post any doxes on his server. He made that very clear.
Cool. No, I won't give him shit for that. That's fine.
He's
So-
spared this time.
I have a question, actually.
Yeah.
So you said that he didn't send you text, he sent you a screenshot.
Yeah.
Don't you find that a little bit weird? Did you not ask him, like, where he posts that, and if he's explaining this so much?
Yeah, because the if you notice the screenshot, it's in no mic, by the way. I posted it. If you scroll up a little bit, it's appear. And at the end, it says, "Congrats" with a Z. Your IQ is Nerf. So either it didn't come from Pizza, it came from someone else in this drama, or it did come from Pizza, and he screenshotted that from somewhere else.
Either way, it's a bit weird that his source isn't an actual research document that proves otherwise.
No, it's from like a local source on the internet because it says Nerf on it.
Well, it's not local. It's just basically some other dude or his own conversations. Like that's not.
Well, no, I was referencing like local, like around this part of the internet, because if you got that from a source, quote unquote, then why the fuck does it say Nerf on it?
Actually, let me correct you. That's from him. That might be from him because if you notice the colors, that is like the custom backgrounds you can do for Discord.
Yes, but what I'm asking is, who is he talking to during
himself?
No, he's talking to Tsar because
No,
he was talking.
Because this was a screenshot.
Carmen, shut up.
Well, no.
Cameron, please shut the fuck up.
No, hold on. Let Catboy finish his fucking thought.
No. So, Cameron, the reason I ask is because this is a screenshot. Tsar, is that correct? He's posted this image.
Yeah.
Then it likely just comes from Pizza.
Yes, but what is the context of this?
The context is that I was talking to.
No. I understand the context of how Tsar got that, but did Tsar send that screenshot to you? How did that message originate?
It got sent to me because I
Not
was
the image, the
talking
message.
I personally have no idea. I simply asked,
Okay.
so what are you doing about this botnet? And he was like, why? Who's asking? I said, Cameron. And then he said, send this.
Okay, so.
Oh, your naughty friend in the No Mic chat says, "Can someone unmute me? Tell me I'm unmuted. I'm willing to mute when I'm not speaking, but I need more than half a second to mute. I was already reaching for it when I got server muted." Yeah. Source, I made it the fuck up to what we're talking about. Yeah, that's probably right.
I already saw that it got corrected.
Yeah, so basically what we got from this is he's trying to use some kind of source, but he doesn't, like, clarify who he's talking to. For all you know, this is just him talking.
I don't know, man. That's just what I got sent to send.
The thing is, in this context, I don't care about the source. I care about why would he have to bring this up?
It is a good question. I don't even understand myself. This makes, like, very little sense.
Because it feels like he's claiming prior to this that, like, just shooting off the hip, seems like he might have been talking about making a botnet and then making an excuse for no, it's completely legal when he was being called out on it. That's what I might potentially see. And that's a problem.
It sounds very much like he had not a botnet in mind, and he's just kind of, started referring to it as, this is probably what's going to be in most people's minds when I say this, and never correcting himself,
Even the system that he, proposes is still an FCC violation of harassment and libel, which is charged, I think, about by 12 years in prison minimum, and a $500,000 fine.
Yeah, I think the point I'm trying to come across here is that he's not referencing an actual source of information that can disprove something. It's likely just, oh, well, someone said it, so therefore it's true.
Yeah, he's saying a bunch of shit that isn't true and that about telemarketers and fucking.
Yeah, telemarketers don't use botnets. What is he even fucking talking about?
They use automated systems. Yes. Do they use botnets? Fuck no. Because even they know that's a good way to get sent to prison.
I mean,
that's a kind of funny circular logic. You know why they don't use botnets? Because they're fucking federally illegal.
So, okay. So, just to cut in, what I'm wondering here is giving Pizza the benefit of the doubt that he is not violently retarded and suffering from an internal brain hemorrhage. But let's say, because he has a degree in computer science.
I call bullshit.
He
don't
has a
believe
degree in
that.
computer science.
From the back of a cereal box, probably.
All right, let's just
Yeah.
finish his thought, please, or I'm just going to start muting people.
So, that being said, he knows what a botnet is. Like, that's a pretty common bit of knowledge, just for, like, anyone, really. If you've looked into DDoS attacks. And he has spoken multiple times, and, like, we've all seen his GitHub. Like, it clearly shows he has a knowledge of hacking tools. And if he is misusing this terminology so badly, it feels like he's lying. This feels an intentional lie, not him not knowing the definition. This feels like he's hiding something because he knows what he's doing is wrong.
Yeah,
And he doesn't want to let people know what he's doing is illegal.
Yeah, no, dude, Catboy, come on. We're in this. We're fucking in this field. We know this shit exactly. People do this crap all the time when they hear about red team shit. If they're like fucking, I've seen so many students in my own class go this route. They do this all the fucking time. We know what you're doing, though. We can easily, like, fucking fix this. This is so stupid. He's just spreading misinformation, is all that he's doing.
No, I'm saying, why would he be spreading misinformation? There might be
Because he doesn't want to get caught.
Yes. Why wouldn't he want to get caught?
Because he knows it's fucking illegal. Because we're taught how fucking illegal half this shit is.
Correct. Which means that likely in that prior message, he might have stated he was working on a botnet.
So, okay, 1 minute. So what you're saying is, he's spoken about it before. That's why he had a screenshot.